What's up, everybody? Today I'm back with Uwu Fufu to find the steamiest, the juiciest, the hottest anime takes that we can find from this app. Without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, starting round of 64 match 1, we got Take Out the Foodgasms and Food Wars is a trash anime versus Yuji suffered more than Naruto. Well, I would say that Yuji did suffer more than Naruto in my opinion.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
To be honest, so I'm just gonna say Foodgasms. Yep, this is more of a hot take. Your lie in April isn't sad. Yo, that shit made me cry, so yep, this is more of a hot take. Then we're gonna go to round of 64 match 3. We got Chainsaw Man is a better story than JJK versus Prison School is funnier than Grand Blue. This is more of a hot take, not even gonna lie. Then Bunny Girls in Top 3 Romance versus Edge Runners is top 5 of the 2020s. I would say this is quite factual, but this is also quite factual because it's top 10. I won't say top 5, but I would say that like this is more of a hot take. Then we go to One Piece isn't mid versus the War Shonen. Yeah, this is not a hot take. And this is not a hot take. One Piece is the best anime of all time. So like, I'll just say this is a hot take because there are worse MCs. A lot of Isekai MCs are worse than him. Megumi, Kazuya too. But yeah, Megumi has a little impact on the story and Saitama beats Goku. Alright, this is not too much of a hot take because, you know, he's a gag manga and gag mangas have some extra powers. So I would say that this is more of a hot take because he has a big impact. He literally, I don't want to spoil, but then yeah, Baki has dumber moments than JoJo. Studio Ghibli movies are overrated. Alright, this is a hot take. Yup, that's a hot take. Death Note is not that good versus Love is War is overrated. Well, this is a hot take, but Death Note is one of the best mystery detective-like animes of all time, so saying it's not that good is a more of a hot take than saying one of the best romance animes is overrated. Because saying something is overrated doesn't mean it's bad, it just means like it's not in the position that you put it as. So yeah, this is more of a hot take. Next, we're gonna see Levi should have chosen Erwin over Armin. Not a hot take, not gonna lie. After seeing the end, not a hot take. Boring and yeah, this is a hot take. This is a hot take right there. Hell's Paradise ain't boring. Horimiya is trash, or MH's ending isn't that bad. MH's ending isn't that bad, like especially with the extra panels like added after. So like yeah, it's not that bad. It actually was pretty good at the end. So oh yeah, Horimiya being trash is a hot take. Your name is stupid and not good. Who wrote this shit, man? But anyways, reading the manga isn't always better than watching the anime. Yeah, that's true. Some animes are better than some mangas. So yeah, that is true. So yeah, this is more of a hot take, even though it's not even much of a take. It's just stupid. Hibana isn't a baddie versus sorry, Kazuya is one of the worst. This is the person that's worse than Takemichi right there. This is the person that's worse than Takemichi. Kira is the best JoJo villain versus Berserk isn't a peak manga. This is more of a hot take right here, man. Next, Dr. Stone isn't the smartest character in is the smartest character in anime. That's not much of a hot take. Piccolo is Gohan's real dad. That's a hot take. Like, come on, Piccolo did a good chunk for Gohan, but you know what? I'm not even gonna get into this. Fire Force has the best openings and endings of all time versus Redo of the Healer is a normal. Is this just a bait? Like, this is true. I bopped to Firestyle's openings and endings, so I said Firestyle, Fire Force. So yeah, this is definitely could be the winner. Nobara is more useful to JJK than Sakura is in Naruto.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Haikyuu isn't the best sports anime. This is not even Haikyuu. This is Blue Box. This is not Haikyuu. What the heck? What is this, man? But then yeah, Nobara is more useful to JJK than Sakura is, and Naruto is more of a hot take because if Sakura wasn't there, Naruto would have died multiple times. So this is a big. It's like that's the winner. That's the winner right there. Snafu is overrated versus he should have chosen Miku. This is not a hot take at all. Miku and Nino were the best choices to make. Yotuba shouldn't have won. She shouldn't have won at all. So yes, this is true. Overrated. Snafu? It's not that much of a hot take because It's a good anime, but yeah, it is quite overrated in my book. So I'll say, yeah, it's not that much of a hot take, but it's more of a hot take than the other one. So yeah, Chainsaw Man has too many freaky scenes and panels versus MHA has the worst fan. Well, this is not that much of a hot take. They do have one of the worst, but this is also not that much of a hot take too, because they do have a lot of freaky panels and scenes. So I'll say this is more of a hot take than this, sadly, because there are worse fan bases. Mushoku Tensei is gross no matter how much you look at it versus Yujiro has the best hands of all time. This is not that much of a hot take, but this is a hot take. I like Mushoku Tensei, though I do agree it has some crazy, yeah. Anime hot takes, round of 64 match 20 was still not out of the round of 64 yet. We got Mob Psycho is better than One Punch Man versus Sasuke would have been a better MC than Naruto. This is a hot take because this is stupid. He wouldn't have been a better MC. Rukia is a mid character versus Baruto has better fights than Naruto. This is more of a hot take because Rukia is not a mid character and Boruto does have some great fights, so I'm not even gonna say that it's out of this world for Boruto to have better fights because they had new gen animation, the same studio, and like Naruto and Sasuke were way stronger than they were before, so way more versatility in the fights. You understand what I mean? But I believe that Naruto still has better fights, but it's not that much of a hot take. So yeah, this JJK. Oh, okay. I thought we're in like round 32, round 64, match 22. Still not out of round 64 yet. So yeah, JJK has too many ass pulls versus Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is at worst top 3 of all time. Well, for me it's top 3, so it's not a hard take. Well, to be honest, this is also not a hard take because JJK has too many ass pulls, but hey, this is more of a hot take than that. So Yawa is a better villain than Madara versus Krillin is one of the most useless characters in Dragon Ball. This is a hot take, but Yawa is not better than Madara. Though, to be honest, wait, thinking about it, Madara was quite dumb. I haven't made a video about it, so you know what? Yeah, this is more of a hot take. Jojo has the best drip of all of anime versus Dragon Maid is better than Spy Family. Yeah, this is a hot take. Dragon Maid ain't better than Spy Family, man. Konosuba is the best slice of life of all time. Yeah, this is more of a hot take. Yeah, Ichika is the worst character in quintessential quintuplet. So yeah, yep. This is a hot take. She did everything wrong, and Konosuba is one of the best slices of life and best isekais of all time. So yeah. Then we got still in round of 64. Damn. We got Tengen versus Gyotaro is better than any fight in MHA versus I have no enemies is dumb. This is a hot take, 100%. That is also quite a hot take, but that's more of a hot take because that was one of the best scenes ever. You know what I mean? Alright, but now let me get to this. Power of friendship is a dumb trope versus being evil just cause that's what you are doesn't make you a good villain. These are quite long takes, but then either way, I would say this is not too much of a hot take, but I do love the power of friendship trope. I grew up watching shit like this, so you know what I mean. Like, it's not a dumb trope. It's just overused. Being evil just cause that's what you are. Yeah, this is a hot take though because we need more villains like this. We need more villains like that. All these guys are pretty useless versus solos all of Naruto with yes, he does. This is more of a hot take. Well, this isn't. Well, this was a good ending. This is more of a hot. This is more of a hot take. Yeah, this. Yeah. All right. Next match 30. Okay, I think it's going to be 32 matches in 64 rounds. Oh yeah, round 64 32 matches. Okay. We're almost done with the round of 64, guys. Greatest anime of all time, Aizen or Black Clover is better than MHA. Black Clover is better than MHA, so this is more of a hot take than that. Round of 31, we got Arthur Solo's 99% of the Naruto's verse versus High School DxD's. People watch High School DxD for the plot. You know what? I would say that this is more of a hot take. Because if you count the Boruto verse as well, anyhow, round of 64 match of 32. This is the final round of the round of 64. Finally, final match. We got Goku should have stayed dead and go and become the MC after this. Or given its popularity, JJK has one of the worst endings in shonen history. Well, it does have one of the worst endings. I'll say ending was quite mid, maybe bad, but one of the worst. I don't know, but then this is not a hot take, so I'll just pick this. All right, finally in round of 32, match 1, we got Rookie as a mid character versus worst shonen MC of all time. More of a mid take than that, just saying. Then we have greatest villain of all time versus I have no enemies is dumb. More of a hot take, if I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like Horimiya is trash versus yep, hot take, more of a hot take, that's what I'm saying. Edge Runners is top 5 anime, 2020s, born overrated, more of a hot take, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me stop. Alright, Prison School is funnier than Grand Blue, more of a hot take, just saying. JJK has too many ass pools. Yeah, this is more of a hot take. Yeah, that was just the battle of the mids. More of a hot take. Yup, let's go. This is okay. Yeah, more of a hot take. More of a hot take. I said more of a hot take. I said that one could be a winner. Death Note is not that good versus more of a hot take. Yeah, this round is going fast. Berserk isn't more of a hot take. Let's go again. This guy more of a hot take. This is going fast. This round is going fast. Your last April and that's sad. More of a hot take. Alright, let's go. Piccolo isn't Gohan's real dad. Piccolo is Gohan's real dad. Your name is stupid and not good. I'll say more of a hot take. Damn it. So the Ghibli movies are overrated. Given more of a hot take. And then Megami's like more of a hot take. Just saying. Alright, round of 16 match 1. Alright. Now this is when it's gonna get harder. But this round is not hard because this is more of a hot take. Match 2, more of a hot take. I said it could be the winner. Rid of the Healer is the normal. Rid of the Healer is the what they call it. Is the bigger hot take right there. Berserk isn't the peak manga versus Take Out the Food Guys and Food Wars is a trash anime. Well, this is more of a hot take, of course. Then now Your Name is Stupid and Not That Good versus more of a hot take. Rookie is more of a hot take. Yep, Kazuya, that might be another winner too. Boring and overrated. I'm sorry. You're a very good anime, but this is more of a hot take. Your Lie in April. Oh my gosh. Okay. This made me cry. Alright, so more of a hot take. Finally, rounds of 8, match 1. We got Reader of the Healer. Okay. See, Madara, don't worry. If you weren't facing this, you would have won. But then You know what? You know what? Yes. This pissed me off so much that I'm picking that one. I have no enemies is dumb versus this is actually tough. This is the toughest round. So Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. More of a hot take then. More of a hot take. It's sad, but the Eeny, meeny, miny, mo chose his pick. I'm sorry. This is more of a hot take than that. Your Lie in April isn't sad. Your Name is Stupid and Not Good. This made me cry. I'm sorry. Your Lie in April. We're in the quarterfinals. Your Lie in April isn't that sad versus. Wow, this might win because this made me more pissed than I was sad for that one. Then Nobara is more useful to this might also. This is going to the finals. Wow. The finals is between these two. And you know what? This pissed me off a lot, but this is pissing me off currently. So I'll have to pick this. Damn, that's the only Teen Rent a Girlfriend is ever gonna win in Soul Life. Well, that's all I have for today. Please tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I really hate the fact that Rent a Girlfriend wants something. Either way, thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a good day. If you want to see more of me, you can click on the left. If you want to see more of me again, you can click on the right. Okay. Bye now.